Nice.
We're going to do all the above tonight. We have 2 minutes before we go live. You see, everybody's tuning in, coming in. And I'm going to just share us to some radio things. I know I have not spoken to you and talked to you in a while.
It has been a long time.
It has, but you've been skyrocketing, and I'm very proud of you for that.
Well, thank you. I don't know about skyrocketing, but...
Well, you have a new album out, so we're going to make that skyrocket.
Okay, that would be lovely.
To talk about it and promote it and post it and everything, so. Okay, and I'm going to post it here. Okay. All right. Now we are live. All right, so do you have a JM that's going to open us? All right, no problem. Sounds good. November 13th? No, 12th. Yes.
12th.
Okay.
Hey guys, I'm JM Longoria from the show Sin Vergüenza, or Without Shame, and you're listening to the DJ Danny Show.
Good evening, everyone. Today is Tuesday, November 12th, 2019. Welcome to the DJ Danny Show on HamiltonRadio.net, stream HR2. I'm your host, DJ Danny. So the last time I had this person, Kevin Toft, on my show was when DJ Danny was just being born.
Well, yeah, quite a while ago.
And if you don't remember, do you remember who my co-host was? A blonde.
There was another girl, yeah.
Not friends with her anymore.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
It's
and
okay.
There was a fella here, too.
On the show? Or engineering?
Maybe engineering.
I bet you it was my ex-boyfriend.
Wow, so you got an ex-boyfriend and an ex-friend that didn't make the 5 years.
Yeah, no, life changes exactly at your feet constantly, and you never, ever know what it's going to be, where it's going to be. But we've definitely, kept in touch.
Yeah.
To here you are today, so.
And here I am. This is exciting.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Truly exciting, and honored to have you back.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
And
I love what you did with the place.
So, as you should talk about. So the first time you were with Hamilton Radio was our first studio.
Yes.
So was it the white building that was next door?
Yes.
When none
Upstairs.
of this complex wasn't here? Yeah.
Well, yeah, there was nothing here.
Yeah.
Just the building up front on.
Do you remember the one cat that was outside too? It was a feral cat. She would come up to the door sometimes. Her name was BB.
No, I don't remember BB.
Okay. She was orange. No, it's okay. I just mean because there was a rock there right by the studio. If you remember, like the garage and then the rock, she'd be on it all the time.
Okay.
So I don't know what happened to her throughout all the construction, but.
No. Well, hopefully she moved on to happier feral ground.
Better place. Or adopted.
That would be even better.
Definitely. So, again, truly excited to have you here. Just a little bring back to what you do. I know you're a musician.
Yes.
And you've been doing this for how many years?
Oh, geez. I played the guitar for about a year before I started taking lessons. I started taking lessons in September of 1966. So it's been 53 years.
Wow. But it's something that you love and enjoy.
Oh, I still have much more to learn.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What do you mean exactly?
You can never master the guitar. Well, I can't master it. Maybe there's some people that can. But there's always more to learn.
Okay, that's very true.
Yeah.
Or just, you mean like with chords and stuff? Or do you mean like...
just in general, in music in general. The guitar will almost come to own you,
That's very, very true, too.
Yes, it is.
That's extremely true. But you know what?
I do love it.
It works, and you love it.
I do.
And that's something that we enjoyed. And I know today we're also here promoting your new album.
Yes, this is exciting, too.
So what exactly is this album called?
This is called Kevin Toft and the Alternators.
Okay.
I Can Tell You What You Need to Know. There it is.
Oh, that's what it's called. I thought you were just saying that in general about the album. I was like, what would I need to know?
The name right on there.
Okay.
I Can Tell You What You Need to Know.
So that explains what the I is for.
Yeah.
So where did the design come from for that?
The design, actually, I had different ideas for the design. But I contacted a girl I went to high school with who was actually my art partner, Karen Colton Garofalino, and I said, would you be interested in helping me with this? And she came up, I had ideas, and she took what ideas I had, she trimmed it down and made this.
I like it. It actually
you.
reminds me, well, the back of a dollar sign, like the bottom.
Yes.
And then, I don't know if you've heard of Illuminati or like the triangle
Yeah.
eye, which is kind of what it, but it's also a branding experience when you have new music out there.
Yeah, I
So
think
is
so.
this part of your branding?
I'm not that well thought out, quite honestly.
Well, I mean, you're getting yourself out there and you want to,
Yeah.
so you want to have something kind of branded.
Yeah, that I can say, look, this is what we do.
And you could tell them all about it.
I can tell them all about it. And hopefully get people to listen to it and hear what we do. And then, come to see us at shows.
And see how it is. So exactly with this album, because this is your new one, what's different between this and the other ones you've had?
Well, I only had one earlier
Okay.
that actually I recorded in, I think 95. And I never really put it out so much as I used it as a demo for jobs and stuff. On that one, I played all the instruments.
Okay.
Except the drums I had, and I used the drum machine for that. I had my nephew, Doug Batanti, play bass on a couple of songs, and he helped me out singing. But other than that, I played all the instruments. Most of the bass, all the guitars, keyboards, all that stuff. So this one, was with the band, and it's so much more fun.
Because sometimes, depending on, the perspective of the music that you're doing, you always like being with someone. I mean, that helps bring out...
Oh, yeah, you bounce things off of each other. The first one, I had to record, each song, put down a guitar track, put down a bass track, put down another guitar track. Let's add some drums, let's add the vocals. Where with this, all the basic tracks we recorded live.
Okay.
The bass player and the drummer and I on the guitar were all together, played all at the same time. And I think that gives more of a continuity and just a different feel to the record altogether.
But that's what you like too, because another thing is, like we were talking about a little bit with your branding, another part of that is the new music that you have releasing. So you want to make sure it all works and it feels great, and it's something that you can share with everyone.
Absolutely.
And I don't know, we're truly excited all to hear that today. Now, I was going to ask you a little bit about your graphic design and everything. Who created it? You said you're one friend?
Yeah, my friend Karen. Actually, we were art partners in high school in art class.
Oh, wow. To throw back to that. That's awesome.
Yeah. And, she was gracious enough to say, yeah, I would, like to do it. And she did a great job. She actually picked out the back cover photo, too.
So you actually have somebody that's tuning in, George Rusty Di Pasquale?
Well, that would be my pal Rusty, who recorded this.
Oh, he did? Well, he said Kevin.
Rusty! He figured out, he was all nervous before. He's like, I don't know how to tune in. I can't get it. He figured it out. I knew he would.
You figured it out, and you can call in later if you'd like. We'll put the number up also later, because we're going to have him play some of the music from this album. EP album?
No, there's 12 tracks on here. It's a full,
okay, it's a full album.
CD, yeah.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I didn't know. I was going to ask how many tracks.
Yeah, there's 12.
12 tracks. And the craziest thing about this album is if the back of this album. Now, is this because you were on the show? Like, you like that picture of yourself? Like, where did that come from?
Actually, Karen picked the picture, too. She went through all my photos. Everything's online now.
Yeah.
And she said, oh, no, I really like this one. So I said, okay.
Okay. That's awesome, because it's our first building, guys, with Hamilton Radio.
And, yeah, it was a Christmas party with Danny's Christmas party here. It was,
Rock on Radio, Danny Coleman. Doc G, can you actually bring up this album to the camera so people could see his picture in the back? Okay, well, when you're
He's
done.
busy.
He's always busy, and it's like, I need him right now. Because we're trying to promote and push his album, but okay. We'll show you guys that in a few minutes, but it's pretty amazing. I mean, even though she came up with that picture or found it, it works. It really does, and
Well,
I like it.
Look, it's the same guitar.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And I love the writing on it. So the writing is red because it's the picture related, or?
I'd have to ask Karen. Karen designed everything. Like, on the front, the ampersand is gold. She picked that color.
We need Karen to call in. Is Karen tuning in? Do you know?
I have no idea.
All right. Well, Karen, if you're out there, please call in. We'd like
We'll have
to know
to give her the number.
more about this amazing
Got you all set.
album, because we're actually going to be giving away a few later, maybe to a lucky caller, depending on what Kevin would like to do.
Yeah, this is perfect.
And here, Doc G, can you show it?
Yeah, I can show it, and I'm ripping it, and
Okay, that's perfect.
I have it ready in about a couple minutes.
We just want to show this amazing background. I mean, the whole album, go closer. The whole album is amazing, and turn it around as well. We're going to make sure that we promote this the best we can on Hamilton Radio. And
Well,
since
we
you are
appreciate
here
that.
also, we do also want to get your permission. Do we have permission to airplay this?
Oh, absolutely. Hey, Roy.
I know we do, but I always make sure I ask because it's only fair.
Does anyone ever say no?
Yes.
Really?
And we've actually had, okay, so not off topic of yourself, because we will get back to you and play music, but we've had some artists contact my father, and they said, would you stop playing me? You play me way too much. I'm like,
Nah, that's like saying.
I don't understand.
Yeah, I'm too rich or too skinny.
Like, what? That just
Yeah.
doesn't make any sense. So I know that my father is ripping your album. Did you want to play one live for us now?
I'll do
Or
whatever you like to do.
Okay, so why don't you pick what song you would like
Let's
to
see.
play? And then a little story behind it, please.
Okay, well, you know what? I'm going to play this this song. It's Wish, which is like track 6. A lot of people know, most people know, I worked for the school district as when I wrote this, I was a night custodian. And one of the first grade teachers at Sunnybray had their students do an assignment writing sentences that all started with I wish. And she did a real nice job. They painted them on rainbows, and she hung them all on the wall. And I was walking through, and I was reading all their wishes, and I thought, wow, there's a song there. So I wrote them all down. And
And this is Wish.
this is Wish.
Let's
You
hear
want to
it.
play it?
Yes.
Okay. How's that, Gene? Is that all right? Okay, here we go. I wish I had a pony. I wish I could be here all the time. I wish I tried zucchini. I wish I found my stuffed animal. I wish I had small feet. I wish I had $100. Wish I had a butterfly. I wish there were no bullies. I wish I could cook. I wish I had a radio. Wish I could help sick people. I wish I had a cat. Wish I was made out of candy. I wish I had a shell. I wish for more love. If wishes were horses, even beggars could ride. I wouldn't need birthday cake, candles, or the first star I see tonight. If wishes were horses, I'd get one and I'd ride. And I could be with you tonight. I wish I had a lot of money. I wish for world peace. I wish I had 5 cute little puppies. Wish everyone was nice. I wish that I could dance. I wish I was an ice cream seller. I wish I could give money to the poor. I wish I had a hot tub. I wish first grade would never end. Wish everyone liked books. I wish I had an angel. I wish no one ever had to be sick. I wish people would just stop fighting. I wish I could touch a star. I wish that I could fly. If wishes were horses, even beggars could ride. I wouldn't need birthday cake candles or the first star I see tonight. If wishes were horses, I'd get one and I'd ride. And I could be with you tonight. And I wouldn't have to wish that I was with you tonight. Thank you very much.
I mean, a lot with your music and stuff, we can all definitely relate. Because, you know, we all wish for that stuff also.
Oh yeah, that's look.
Was it too loud or?
No, that's stuck on 1.
I'll go up a little. Go back halfway. Halfway.
Okay.
Just to get the...
Yeah, because then I come over. You're good.
Okay.
He wants to control it.
Well, that's why he's in the control room.
Yes. The engineer behind scenes.
A chord for me.
Hit the chord?
Good?
Yeah, he can control it now. He likes that.
There you go.
I was going to say a lot with your music, though, you know, like the relation that we all have, which is the best. Have you ever tried performing some of your music in front of little kids?
I did play this song for that class.
Okay.
And they
Or
were,
like try to get in like the library. They're always looking for musicians too. My mom can probably get you involved with that
we can do that, but now it's like, well, I have to work.
when you have time.
Yes.
But I mean to help you promote your CD.
Right, but I don't think the little kids are going to buy it, do you?
Parents might,
That's true.
because parents will probably.
Hey,
be
I'll
the-
sell it to the kids. I'll take their lunch money.
I think no.
Not that any of them have that kind of lunch money. I don't.
Well, depending on the grade, I don't think they are. No, you said first grade you do, right? Or
Well,
kindergarten?
that's who this was. I mean, yeah, where I work, it's kindergarten through 5th grade.
Okay.
Most of them are not sporting that kind of money.
So it's not the ones that are still laying down with snap time, or I'm sorry, nap time, snack time, that kind of thing.
Right. I don't know what they do in the classrooms.
Well, you know, back in the day, what we used to do. Well, my day was probably different from yours.
Your day was way, way different than my day.
But you didn't have blankets and stuff you got to lay
No,
on?
I went to Catholic school and there were nuns. And
Okay.
you just followed the rules or you got the ruler.
But you had to learn all the prayers.
Oh, yeah. Well, I had to do that anyway. I was Irish Catholic, you know what I mean?
Oh, okay. I learned that when I went to Trenton Catholic Academy
There you go.
for freshman year. I had to learn all of them. And then if you did not get them right, you fail. You know,
Oh, yeah.
That's just how it is. But I'd love to hear more music.
Okay.
I also want to know later on during the show if you have any questions that you want to give out to any callers, or if you want to give away a CD or whatever you want to do.
I will be glad to do that. If anyone wants to call, if they have questions, feel free to call. That the number up there?
He's
Okay.
putting the number up, but the
There you
phone
go.
number is 609-807-2492. 609-807-2492. We are going to give away some CDs.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he can autograph them for you as well. And Doc G will get your information, and we will mail them out to you.
Absolutely.
Or send them out to you if you're with Hamilton Radio and you know how to get to us. You might got to stop by the studio. That's what we should be doing. We should have people stop by here,
There you go.
like other radio stations.
That's a good idea.
That's what we're doing, Doc G. You hear me? He doesn't listen to me at all. Like,
Well, you know what? He's back there. He's an engineer, chief cook, bottle washer.
All the songs are ready.
There you go.
okay. Do you want to play one of the songs on there, and then you can come back
Yeah,
and
we
play
can do
acoustic?
that.
Sure. Whatever you want to do. Because I know you have a lot of music,
I do.
which is good, but I want to make sure we definitely promote your album tonight because that's what this is for, too.
Well, how about we can just start at the beginning and play the title track.
Okay.
I Can Tell You What You Need to Know.
And what do I need to know?
This track, in this, our hero, who is the guy singing the song, they're not necessarily biographical songs. Like, if I make them, the person singing is not necessarily, you know what I mean? It wasn't me.
Okay.
It's
Yeah.
just- anyway, this guy finds himself with a fortune teller, and her thing is, I can tell you what you need to know.
Okay.
Reach in your pocket, get out some money, and I'll tell you what you need to know.
So is she just going to steal the money, or does she actually tell him what
Well,
he needs
we'll
to know?
have to,
You have to listen to the
you
song?
have to listen to the words.
Oh, wow, guys. Okay. All right. Let's hear it. All right. Let's play I Wish.
No, just played Wish.
We just played Wish.
We're going to play I Can Tell You What You Need to Know.
I could tell you what you need
Title
to know.
track.
Ooh.
Gypsy lady brought me in, she poured me some tea. She said that I cool down, drink it up, then I'll read your leaves. I got a Ouija board, tarot cards, and a crystal ball. Before I'm done with you, boy, I'm gonna use them all. She said, I can tell you what you need to know. I can tell you what you need to know. Reach down in that pocket there, pull out some dough, and I can really tell you everything you need to know. Oh, oh. Said I give advice on all walks of life. I tell you which one of them girls I'm seeing will be your next ex-wife. I can help you with your fortune and fame. You might try a different town or maybe change your name. But gypsy lady, I don't wanna know every turn in life and how it's gonna go. I live by the music, but I could die by the sword. And in the air on the journey, and that's the reward. What you need to know. I can tell you what you need to know. If you reach down in that pocket and pull out some dough, well, I can really tell you everything you need to know. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Well, gypsy lady, thank you so much for the tea, but I really don't think there's anything else that you can do for me. So take your Ouija board and your crystal ball. Why don't you open yourself a little store in the mall? You can call it I Can Tell You What You Need to Know. I can tell you what you need to know. You got no chance of coming in between me and my dough. So just say, lady, that's all that you need to know. Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, oh, oh. Gypsy lady, that's all that you need to know. Oh.
I hear Doc G back there clapping, so I'm hoping that he likes it. Get on mic, Doc G. 10 minutes later. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, I got a lot of wires to push and pull, you know. Hold on.
He's back here doing dishes, mopping the floor.
Yeah.
I know, right? He's making chicken for
No,
you.
that's Kevin. That was awesome. That's a
you.
blues rocker if I ever heard it.
Thank you.
So I wanted to know, is it more bluesy or jazzy? Because I got both feels, and it
Well,
made me
you
want to
know,
get up and just
it's
do
whatever
like,
you want it to
like,
be,
just-
right?
Yeah, it's whatever you
Free.
you take out of it. There's things on here that are bluesier, and there's things on here that are jazzier. So we try to.
That was awesome.
Well, thank you.
Very awesome. I love it. Wow. So I want to make sure that we talk about your band as well.
Yes, that's very
So
important.
your band's name is?
The Alternators.
Okay. And where did that name come from?
Well, for a while, I was going as Kevin Toft and the All Stars.
Okay.
But then-
I remember that. Okay.
But after we had some personnel changes, I thought, well, maybe we'll change that too. And the alternators, it seemed like a good idea because, an alternator, if you think of it in terms of your car, it's a dynamo. It produces energy. So we're kind of a dynamo and energy producer, high energy kind of thing. And I just thought it sounded good. I liked it. And
But your band liked it too, right?
yeah, they don't seem to mind.
Well, was it like a band like option, or did you just come up with the name?
I just came up with a name, and I said, "Everybody okay with that?" And they were like, "Yeah, okay."
Okay. Well, that's good.
They really
That's
didn't care.
easy. That's
Yeah,
that's the best. At least you didn't have to deal with people fighting with you or trying to change the
Yeah,
name or
right.
something.
Well, the bass player keeps thinking we should call it Michael Toft in the alternators because, Mike's younger and handsome, and
So who's in the band?
all right, yeah, let's go with that. First, Michael Toft is my son.
Okay, I was going to say I was like the same last name. Is that your son?
Yes, that is my son.
Okay.
Michael plays all the percussion on here, and he doesn't sing on here, but he sings with us live. On bass is Kevin Harris, who's amazing bassist. He's a mainstay in with other bands he's been in. With I think Zephyr. He still plays with Our House, another really very good band. And on drums I have Darwin Marua, who is he just fits right in the way, and he and Kevin Harris groove together. It's just, and we add Michael into that picture. It's just a rhythm section.
So is
They
it
can bring
four
it,
of
they
you
rock.
all together,
There's 4 of us,
including yourself, making it
including
5?
me. No, including me, making it 4.
Including you making it 4. Okay.
With bass, drums, guitar, and percussion.
Now for the song that we just heard, who was the lady vocals?
No, that was me singing the background vocals too.
It was.
It was indeed.
It was high.
Well, yeah,
It was high pitched, so I thought it was a woman. Okay, Kevin, I see you. You have those vocals.
See that? I have to thank Rusty for some of this because he made it, he made it sound really good. We spent a lot of time on the mixing and editing, and he's a genius.
Now
Thank you, Rusty.
was Rusty part of the mixing? Was he part of like the recording?
Yeah, it's I recorded at his studio, which he calls BDF. I think so. BDF Sound Studios.
He doesn't remember. No, it's okay.
Well, I just say I'm going over Rusty's to record and mix. Yeah, he did all the mixing and editing. Well, we did it together, but yeah, he's very talented. Plus, not only talented doing that, he's a drummer in Honey Spot Boulevard, which is another fabulous band.
Heinz Bar?
Honey Spot Boulevard.
Oh, Honey Spot. Okay.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
another band?
Yes, another original band. My second favorite band.
Oh, so you like to, when you prefer, like, do you go out with your family and stuff? Do you listen to other bands?
Occasionally, most of the time, I'm home practicing, to tell you the truth.
Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that because
No.
you want to, stay.
But I mean, I try to go out and support my friends and see other bands. There's a lot of really good talent in this area. You don't have to go far.
I try to get them all on my show.
Absolutely, you should. Then they should
That's
be
what
here.
I do. So
Yeah.
they probably, well, who were you mentioning?
Well, like I said, I go to see Honey Spot Boulevard.
Okay.
As much as I can. Other bands in the area that I like a lot. Our House is really very good.
Okay.
They're a cover band. Honey Spot is a mostly all original band, as we are. We're about mostly like half and half. We do a fair amount of cover tunes. Union is a cover band. They're really very good. They're hot. Our House is a cover band, and they're very good. There's so many good people around here. There's guys I really want to mention, and then I can't think of their names.
Well, I know one of them. I'm sure you know Charles Larita and the Mischief.
Charles Larita and the Mischief, fantastic. As a matter of fact, my drummer Darwin used to play with them.
That his name sounds very familiar.
That's
Do you know
probably
who
why.
he played in that band or no?
He was the drummer.
He was the drummer for him.
Yes.
Oh, okay, got you.
He's the drummer
No,
for
I
me
was just. Oh, okay, he upgraded now.
Who else I go to see? Kindred Spirit.
Okay.
They are,
I've heard of them.
yeah, they're guys that I've known for 40, 45 years in that band. And they're just incredible musicians. And there's so many around here, Ernie White and Tom Rioch.
Oh, yep. Mike Matisse, Carly Coleman,
Yeah, they're great too.
Kim Yarson.
Kim
Just our good
Yarson
friends.
is great.
Yeah, so
Girl band, Jeff Gunther.
okay.
Actually, I got to play with Jeff Gunther. It was a few months ago now at the Bordentown record collector. He had a band put together with retrofits and asked me to come and play guitar with him on that. That was exciting. It was a lot of fun.
So when you have people that reach out to you, like information for if they want to know more about your gigs, or if they want you to be a part of it, how can they contact you?
The best way to get a hold of us is on Facebook right now. There's just, obviously I have a page, Kevin Toft, but there's a Kevin Toft and the Alternators page, and I post
on that,
when we're playing.
And your upcoming gigs. So do you have any upcoming gigs with them, or for just yourself being involved?
No, with the band, we're going to be at the Halo Pub in Hamilton on December 21st.
Wow. Well, we pray it doesn't snow, but that's so close to Christmas. Are y'all playing Christmas songs?
I don't really know any Christmas songs.
Kevin,
I'm sure we could put something together.
If I come, you got to at least sing one Christmas.
All right, you pick it, and we'll learn it.
One that a whole band would know?
Well,
or like
they're very talented. They could pick it up.
Okay. I have to think of one now?
Okay, well, no.
Okay, because I'm trying to think of it.
You got like 5 weeks. You can pick it up.
5 weeks, okay.
We have a show booked in February at the Tyndall Road Brewery in Bordentown.
Oh, Feliz Navidad. That would be fun for you guys.
Okay, there you go.
Because of the jazzy and the bluesy.
Yeah.
Oh, you got this.
We'll do that.
I'm excited.
I know I've played that before with Rick Winowski when he was at the Christmas show.
Oh, Rick.
We did that.
We used to have him here a couple of times here at the studio.
Yeah,
I think
great.
he was good friends with my father. Or he's good friends with my dad.
Yeah. I'm sure he is.
Rick is awesome.
Yeah, he's all, what a talent he is.
Yes.
I said there's so many
musicians.
Sophia, she
Soph.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That's who you're talking. Yeah. I know she changed her
Because
name.
we did,
yeah.
I can't keep up.
I got you. It's okay.
But yeah, I know that we did Feliz Navidad with her and Rick and whoever, the whole gang that was at the Christmas party. That was one of the big sing-alongs.
I think that's when I was wearing a Justin Bieber shirt, but I was young.
Well,
It was purple shirt, right? Was I wearing a purple shirt?
you know what? I remember that. Yeah, you were wearing the purple Justin Bieber shirt, and I thought to myself, I got to get one of them.
I think it was. It was Danny Coleman's Christmas party, though.
Yes.
At the first studio.
Yes.
That's what it was. And that's where your picture came.
And that's where this picture is from.
That's where your picture came. That was our
I'm not
autograph
sure who
walk.
took that.
I don't know who took that either. Oh,
Helen might have taken that.
okay. Or his sponsor guy. Because he has a photographer now, and he has
Joe Powell.
Yeah, that.
That might, I don't know. Joe Powell usually has a byline, on his trademark on his. And if so, I would have certainly acknowledged that.
Okay.
I didn't know who took this, or I would have acknowledged that.
Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. I think we should hear some music.
Okay.
Let's hear another song. Would you like to play one live, or do you want to play another one from?
Let's play something off the CD because I can't duplicate what's on here.
It's okay. At least you're having fun with it, and you're still
absolutely.
producing the music and showing it to everyone.
Right, and then
So whether we hear it recorded or acoustic.
let's play something off of
Excited.
here. Let's see what would be fun. Well, they're all fun, I think. Ones I really like to.
One that you would like to play.
Doc, number 8, Railroad Song. This is kind of sort of biographical. When I was a kid, where the river line is, it runs across Layler Street down there towards the baseball stadium.
Yes.
Okay. Before there was a river line, that was just a freight line.
Okay.
And in the summer times, like we were kids, 10, 11 years old, we'd go down there and hang around and mess around on the train tracks. And the trains were so slow, like you could walk next to them. So you could jump a freight train, and it'd take about 40 minutes and ride down, jump back off, and you'd be down in Bordentown, right by where the Crossweed Creek comes out.
Was that when it was free?
There was no river line. These were freight trains.
Okay. No, but I mean, was it free? Like they didn't charge anything?
What's that?
Free, like money. They didn't charge any
No, I
money.
mean to ride the train?
Yeah.
It was illegal to ride the train.
Oh.
These were freight cars. There were no seats.
Oh, okay. That's
This
not
is
safe.
like,
Okay.
they're carrying whatever they carry. Whatever you can imagine. There's all different things.
Oh,
but
okay.
if they were empty, they'd have the doors open. So you could just walk along and jump in the train.
Oh, okay.
But it was just a freight train. Like hoboing.
Oh, okay, got you.
You know, you almost wanted to have the long stick with the red
Little hobo bag.
hobo bag
And
tied
just
on the
turn it
back.
back in your arm. Yeah, the back of your shoulder.
So this song was called Railroad Song, and it's about, jumping a freight train and
Having a good time. Just
having a good time, being kids.
right, and it's
I
called
do not advocate anyone, especially kids,
to
or
jump on
anyone
a
at
freight
all, to
train.
jump on a moving freight train.
Are they still there?
I imagine they still use them at night when the river line is closed, because they close, I don't know, 11:30 or something.
Oh, okay, got you. So
And then
it's
they
for
can
them
use
to
it
like
at night.
deliver other things or stuff
Oh
like
yeah,
that.
and it
from,
runs,
like,
all over the country.
time to time. Yeah,
Freight
I
trains.
think I've seen them in movies and stuff.
There you go.
Probably, right? Okay. All right, we're gonna play.
We're gonna play a railroad song.
With these kids out having fun. Time's gonna probably hot no more. Saturday mornings in the summer, I play at the Layla Street track. Ride 40 minutes down in Port Town. Spend the day at the Trescals across the creek just messing around. Late in the afternoon, have to hitchhike home. I used to dream about riding forever, never come on back. Hypnotized by the rhythm, them big steel wheels make on the track. Every Saturday, oh, some long hours riding that railroad song. Saturday night, dog tired, I'd be in bed with the tent. I had a fan on the chair by the window, couldn't afford the air conditioning fan. Late in the summer night, you could hear that sound. The freight station was up on Old Avenue. Van long trains roll in, unload, load up, and roll out. Carrying everything from my every direction and bound. I used to dream about riding the river, never come on back. Hypnotized by the rhythm, big steel wheels make on the track. Every night, oh, summer long, I was dreaming that railroad song.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Awesome stuff, man. I got to tell you, Mark Regula from the Ivy Tower Project just did a blues song. He did the cover of The Thriller's Gone.
Oh, nice.
And he just told me, he said, man, you're outstanding.
Oh, thank you.
From one musician to another, you guys are
I'm-
rocking.
Oh, that
Thank
was
you very
so
much.
sweet. Kevin is like knocked off his socks. Like we knocked you off your socks.
Yes.
He's tickled pink.
I'm tickled pink with no socks.
And you know who Mark is, Danielle.
Of
so
course I know who Mark is. Thank you,
he's
Mark,
such
so
a-
much for tuning in.
A great, great music artist.
Yeah, that's a incredible band too.
Yes, he is. And I think did he write Ring Around Rosie about Rosie?
Well, not about Mary Rose, our
Okay.
daughter, but it's just it's a weird
now it's
song
just
that
her.
was written about a girl named Rosie.
Well, I thought it was. Do you have bacon ready?
Give me a second.
Okay.
Bacon. We're having bacon?
Bacon is the kitty.
Oh. There's a cat named Bacon?
Yes. You're going to see a picture of him. It's going to be right
okay.
here.
Oh, cool.
Right when he's ready to play it. This is my cat segment of the week for Puppy Kitty New York City. Sorry, I'm just waiting on my intro.
He's busy making bacon.
I know, right?
Aw.
You got to play my intro.
He's more organized than I am.
Okay.
This is Train, and a new segment on the DJ Danny Show is Cats of the Week. 'Cause I was born in the wild.
On today's Cat of the Week, we have Bacon. As you can see, we have two pictures. Well, you'll switch them both over, correct, Doc G? Do you just keep hearing him say that over and over
in a
again?
minute.
All right,
There
so
you go.
Bacon is just as delicious as his namesake. He was sadly left behind when his owner had to move. A neighbor took him in, and now we are trying to help him find a forever home. He is a super playful guy, friendly to everyone and everything he meets, and he loves to play with his fosters. He is also a total love bug who loves to come lay on you or next to you. All you have to do is totally win his love. Not that you have to try too hard. He's so nice already. You just offer him a treat or shake a string toy. Bacon is 1 year old, neutered and ready for his forever home, who will never ever leave him behind again.
Nice.
Anybody is interested in Bacon, please go to www.puppykitty.com. And we're trying to help with fostering, adoptions, or transportations. Please, everybody reach out, and they also accept donations. Thank you again.
Nice.
Every week I try to do that, and it's a little thing of me also giving back from the DJ Danny Show here on Hamilton
Yeah,
Radio.
that's a wonderful thing to do.
Because I realize a lot of radio stations, I know they help with animal benefits and stuff like that. I've never gotten a chance to get involved as much as I could. So somebody on my show gave me the opportunity, and they said, hey, can you do this for us? And I was like, I don't see a problem. Why not?
Why not? Right.
And I mean, I've been doing it for almost 3 months now. Every
Nice.
week I name a cat. So I'm hoping it works. I'm praying it works. But I know me putting it out there is just for other people to hear about it. And you never know.
You never
So
know, right?
All I'm trying to do is get the word out there so we can
Well, that's
save
a-
all of them.
That's a wonderful thing you do.
Oh, thank you so much. We also are going to put the number up because if we want to get any callers for Kevin Toft's new CD, which is also called,
Kevin Toft and the Alternators, I can tell you what you need to know.
and he really can tell you what you need to know.
Oh, yes.
He can read the future. That's a great tagline now, isn't it?
I don't know about that whole future thing, but
All right, so you were going to play one live for us?
yes, I will. This is a song that actually is not on here. It's brand new.
Okay.
I've played it a couple times. This is called Pocket Full of Stones. It's kind of a memorial for a friend I lost a year ago in July.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Well, thank you. But he had a lot of issues, and I guess eventually they won. But
What kind of issues? Or is it a little...
well,
tragic?
I think he had substance abuse issues and for decades. And
Oh, okay.
he would be good and then have problems and be good and have
Relapse,
problems.
kind of?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
Oh, boy.
yeah. But this is anyway, Pocket Full of Stones.
All right, let's hear it.
Let's make sure we're properly tuned. Okay. You'll thank me later. I packed up all of my cares and woes. I put the suitcase in the hall by the door. I wrote all my sins on a pile of stones. I filled the pockets in my jeans and my coat. There's an undertow dragging out. There's a riptide pulling south. I can feel it in my bones. I got a pocket full of stones. I left my keys and my shoes in the sand right there by the water line. Waded into the surf slowly, first a little bit at a time. There's an undertow dragging out. There's a riptide pulling south. I can feel it to my toes. I got a pocket full of stones. I spent 4 days at the bottom of the ocean. I held my breath the entire time. I woke up naked, confused on the beach. Seemed the sea took my clothes, all my cares, all my woes. Left a 4-foot tower made from a pocket full of stones. Every morning could find me on North Montgomery Street. There's a pawn shop round the corner on North Broad near Academy. There's an undertow dragging out. There's a riptide pulling south. I can feel it in my soul. I got a pocket full of dough. I took my bag full of groceries to my room up on the 2nd floor. I stepped past that suitcase I left in the hall here by the door. There's an undertow dragging out. There's a riptide pulling south. I can feel it in my soul. I got a pocket full of dough. I spent 45 years at the bottom of the ocean. I held my breath the entire time. I woke up naked, confused on the beach. Seemed the sea took my clothes, all my cares, all my woes. Left a 45-foot tower made from a pocket full of stone. I got a pocket full of stone. Thank you very much.
Now, within that song, when you write your songs, because I know it all can be different, like inspirations and everything, you make it seem so easy to write a song.
Well,
is it because of the rhyming?
You know what? Like you said, they are all different. Most of the time, I start out with something I like on the guitar. You said I play. I tell people I practice every day. It's not all practice, and most of the time I'm just playing.
Yeah, because you want to. It's free time.
Yeah, I play like 3 hours every night, and I'll come up with something I like. Now this one was for my friend. We played the guitar together since we were little kids, and he was a big fan of blues in the minor key. So this is in C minor. And so I was messing around with that, but I don't want to play a straight ahead blues. You know, it's a 1 chord, 4 chord to 5 chord. So I try to figure out things that
you enjoy.
That I enjoy, and just to make it different. And then
very true.
Words, lyrics with me, unless they're written by first graders, they just kind of pop out.
Wait, first graders wrote those?
No, the Wish one they did.
Oh, they did. I didn't know.
Oh yeah,
that's
every
right.
one of those wishes was.
I think you performed that on my first show.
I may have.
I think you did.
That's very possible.
Because it sounded so familiar, and I was gonna say, can you do the kid song? But then when you did this song, like Wish, it sounded so familiar, because it was something about a horse.
There is I wish I had a pony.
And then you say that twice or something, right?
I don't know. No,
Or
I
something
don't
about a
think so.
horse.
Oh well, yeah. Well, that's something my mother used to say to me when I was a kid. Whenever I wished for something, I would say, "Ma, I wish I had a bike." She said, "Well, if wishes were horses, beggars could ride." And
My dad's gonna use that against me now.
you hear that one, Doc? Feel free to use that. And I
He will.
yeah. And I thought, well, I can tie that in, and so things just they just flow.
And with the stone and everything, though, like, where did that? Like, it's funny because the person lost, their clothes and the riptide and everything, but then it went back. So I'm just like, I'm trying to get a little gist of
Yeah. Well, that's just
what
a
goes
lot
through
of
your head when you're writing a song.
mostly air.
Dead air,
Just
the riptide.
yeah, that whole it's like he slowly killed himself. Like he wrote all his sins on stones, filled his pockets, and walked out into the surf. You know what I mean? It's just a lot of imagery. Like none of that actually ever happened.
Yeah, no, I know, but you can vision it
Yeah.
just by hearing it.
And so it's kind of like there were times when he'd go off and, like I said, he'd be underwater for 4 days and come back. But eventually, it was 45 years of a battle that he lost.
Well, again, rest in peace. What was his first name?
Ron.
Ron. Rest in peace, Ron. But that's an amazing song.
Well, thank you.
So I
very
really
much.
do hope, because I know you have your album now, and we want to promote that. But maybe you can get that recorded and you can release that for him.
That is a goal.
As you
Hear
know,
that, Rusty? We have to record that and
get that done soon.
get that done soon.
Let me
Maybe
ask you
the
a
beginning
question,
of
Kev.
next year.
Yes.
Go on,
Let me
Ted.
ask you a question. Because I dabble with songwriting.
Oh no.
I only wrote 2 songs, so I give you a lot of credit. You wrote all these songs. But anyway, what comes first, the music or the lyrics?
Generally, with me, it's always the music.
A chord structure?
Yeah, it's generally a chord structure, or even like just some kind of phrasing.
He likes wiggling around, like feeling the music kind of thing.
Yeah, and then sometimes I'll just start babbling words over it, and things start to rhyme. And once I pick up a thought line, like a storyline, then I'm just going to go. I mean, there are songs on here, though, that are just gibberish.
But they work.
I got to tell you, that's
Music.
kind of way a lot of the songwriters, because I remember, Jeff Lynne and George Harrison talking, and they said, when we wrote Handle With Care, we were just looking at a box. And we just came up with a chord structure, and after the chord structure was done, we just came up with the song, and look at how big that song came.
That was a great song,
and you never know where it's going to go, but, at least you're going somewhere.
Yeah, I have, it's
Well,
a
it's
lot
amazing.
of fun.
I mean, I enjoy listening to his music and everything. I know
There's a lot of people out there enjoying it.
exactly, and I know that we're coming close to the end of the show, but I want to make sure. Do you have a song you want to close with, or do you want to play 2?
Kevin needs at least 2 hours.
I know, but you only give me an hour, so you tell me how I'm supposed to make this work.
I don't know. I don't know.
Have him back again.
Sometimes the other guy that comes in after you doesn't have a guest, so maybe if Kevin wants to stick around, I don't know. I just throw it out there.
But he's tired.
Yeah, well,
It's up to Kev.
I haven't eaten yet because I had to go
Oh,
to the
Kev,
dentist
go eat.
today.
Go eat. Don't.
Dad, we should have had food for him. That was your job.
Yeah, but no
Where's the
green,
bacon?
no green M&Ms again. Where's the bacon?
It was on the screen, the bacon. But no, go ahead, Kev.
Hey,
Do your
that's not
song,
nice.
the song you want to end with.
Well, we could do 2 if you'd like. We
You
can
can do one
play
before
one
and then one after, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
come back and then.
All right, well, let's play something off of here. Let's see.
That sounds like a good song.
I really like number 11, Doc, Walk Slow. And this was
So-
another one that just, it started out with just a little phrase on the guitar, and then I just expanded. Like, there was just a chord passage that I liked. It just went. I thought,
that
well, I
sounds-
like that way. That kind of goes, and then I just added to it. Sometimes they write themselves backwards,
Yeah.
And then.
But
the
you have
words-
fun with it, and that's definitely
yeah.
what you want to do when you write a song.
Oh yeah, I don't ever want to have feel like I'm struggling with it.
Yeah, I was gonna say before we actually play that song, I wanted to know: do you ever have difficulty when you're writing a song?
Oh yeah, there are some. I mean, I have a book filled with songs that never got finished because it wasn't flowing, or I didn't like the lyrics.
Do you ever get stressed about it, or upset, or aggravated?
No, because I'm never on a deadline. I imagine people that are under contract to big record companies and they're saying you have to have product out,
That's true.
at this date.
Very true.
Then you really have to stress over songs.
True.
And I think that's why I'm very fortunate to just. I mean, this took me, 12, 14 months from beginning to end. And
Well, we're excited to hear Walk Slow.
okay.
Before
Walk
you do
slow.
that, Jim Gavin is listening, and he wants to know, DJ Danny, when you can have him on your show. He's a local musician. I think Kevin knows him too.
I know him very well.
Jim Gavin.
Jim Gavin, you
Jim's
have
a-
to have him on.
Jim's a good guy.
Have him contact me, and I'll reach out and see when my next opening is, or I'll put him on my waiting list, and then he has a better chance of being on sooner.
Another very good
Because
songwriter.
right now my show is booked to May next year, but I have a
Wow,
waiting
good for
list.
you.
Thank you.
And we have DJ Danny Presents too. We had to set another show up for her.
But the thing is, I can't even host that now because of my new job. So my father took over that show, and that show is booked up to April next year.
Wow.
And then it disappears after that, unless you want to keep booking it. That's up to you.
I'm sure there's plenty of people that would love to get on here and do this.
Well, you hear that, Father? Make that another thing.
Jim, I'll get you in touch with
Yeah,
DJ
Kevin's got all the
Danny.
info. Yeah, Jim.
Yeah, send us the information, and then if he can't get on my show sooner, get on DJ Danny Presents, and then I'll swoop him from there and get him on my
Okay.
show.
Abs-
All right.
ab-
So
Here
means
goes,
my father can interview him first, and then
Here goes Walk Slow.
right. Let's hear it. And then we'll come back, close, talk about his club again. Your gigs.
Every girl on that dance floor was a dime, baby. But you were a dollar. Every move you made, they'll make me all out under the collar. But you got that people side like the devil's on the order. Let me off to my feet like a lamb to the slaughter. And now you wanna leave. They not okay with me. But before you go, one thing I'd like to know. If you're gonna walk out anyway, can you please walk slow? 'Cause while I hate to see you leave, I do like to watch you go. Oh, baby, please walk slow. Baby, when we first met, was my one desire. Come over every night, set my bed on fire. But then you turned stone cold like a Nordic glass. I never seen nothing go frozen so hot, so cold, so bad. And now you wanna leave. Then that's okay with me. Just before you go, one thing I'd really like to know. If you're gonna walk out anyway, can you please walk slow? 'Cause while I hate to see you leave, I do like to watch you go. Baby, walk slow. I do like to watch you go. So baby, please walk slow. Shake your neck, and roll. So baby, please walk slow.
I love it. Okay, I just wanted to make sure I kept hearing the music, so I didn't know when you put our mics back on. Wow, that was amazing. So fun, uplifting,
Well, good. I'm
very
glad you like it.
positive too, and that's what I also love about your music because it just gets you out of that funk to have a good time, you know?
Yeah.
So I know we are going to end with a song. Yes, Doc J?
Yeah, good.
Okay. Real quick, where can people find you and your amazing music? And
Right now, the only thing I have going on with you can find me is on Facebook. If you want a copy of this CD, send me a private message on to either Kevin Toft and the Alternators page or my page. I'll mail it to you.
or they can stop by the studio. And
Or
get
they
it,
could stop by the
which
studio.
sounds very awesome because
That's a
they
good
get to
idea, too.
learn about Hamilton
I mean,
Radio.
there's other venues, other things I'm going to do. I need to get it out there.
Of course.
Obviously, I have to.
Or if you want to leave some here and let us know how much it is, and people want to purchase it, then my dad or I would contact you, and obviously
That's
you'd get the
awesome.
money or something like that. I mean, you obviously would get your money for it, though. But I mean, like,
Yeah,
depending, you just have to let us know.
I got to pay for all this at some point.
So you have to get money back,
Yeah.
obviously. You can't give out free things for the rest of your life.
No, but I have a tendency to do that.
Okay. And your upcoming gig we have going on.
Yes, December 21st, the Halo Pub, Hamilton.
And we might get him to play a Christmas song, preferably
Feliz Navidad.
Feliz Navidad. I think
I'm
you guys
sure
could
we could
learn
do
that.
that.
It'll be fun,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
because everybody's
Maybe
going to
we'll-
sing along.
Maybe we'll come up with a couple more.
Okay.
Good King Wenceslas.
Okay. Is that what that is? Or Noel?
Well, you
Lindsay
know.
Noel or something like that. Yeah. All right. Well, again, thank you so much, Kevin, for being on my show. I had a blast having you.
Thank you so much for inviting me to come back. Let's
Your
not make
album
it
is
5 years.
amazing.
Let's not make it 5 years before the next
I
time.
know, right? We have to make sure we stay in touch. But again, you had so much you were going on
Oh,
for
yeah.
yourself, but with progressing this album that you released is amazing. So we're gonna end with one of your songs. If you
Okay.
want to pick one more,
Yeah, I would like to. I think we should end with Change of Fortune.
okay. And a little bit behind it before we close the show.
There's an old, I think it's a Chinese proverb about, I guess he's a monk. We'll call him a monk.
Okay.
And he's walking down a road and he notices he's being followed by a tiger, which is alarming. So he climbs down a cliffside to get away from the tiger. When he's halfway down the cliff face, he's looking down. There's a tiger down below him too. So there's a tiger below him and a tiger above him. But in that moment of despair, he looks around him and he sees the most beautiful flower he's ever seen in his life growing out of the mountainside, and it brought him joy. And so he had a change of fortune.
That's beautiful. That's an amazing way to put it, especially in this hard world.
Yeah.
We all go to look for that positivity and that love, but definitely what Kevin Toft and the alternators.
Alternators. You have a car
could do
now,
that.
you're going to know about alternators.
Oh, yes, I will. Well, thank
Hopefully
you
not.
again. Thank you again so much, Kevin. We
Oh.
are going to close with
Change of fortune.
Change of Fortune. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.
left home this morning, my pocket held not a dime. I'm a man of honest means, this happens time to time. Walked down to the corner, just about to cross the street. The wind dropped a $10 bill right at my feet. I smiled to myself as I picked it up. What a fortuitous piece of luck. A change of fortune, bigger portion came my way. Funny how a tiny little thing like that can brighten up a day. So brightened up my day. I say, I don't worry about what I ain't got. I'm an honest man, I don't need a lot. I don't worry about what never had. Things that you want can only make you feel bad. Walking home later, there's a tiger on my tail. Climbed over the cliffside, tried to get him off of my trail. Halfway down the spot, another tiger waiting below. Oh no, stuck in the middle and I got no place to go. Growing right there out of the mountainside was the prettiest flower I ever seen in my life. A change of fortune, a bigger portion came my way. Funny how a tiny little thing like that can brighten up a day. So brightened up my day. I don't worry about what I ain't got. And that means I don't need a lot. I don't worry about never had things that you want only make you feel bad.